This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line. Pay attention, pay attention.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw is Wilson. They'll run the screen with Carson. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's 2nd down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Now a dump off here complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going to the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 38. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Rodgers. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
And the drive starts with a completion, left side. That catch good for only a couple.
Complete to David Moore. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 44-yard line.
A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Wilson. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Man open, that's Marquez Valdes-Scantling. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
First down, Packers.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Rodgers now on first down. He gets this to Davante Adams. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Green Bay.
Rodgers now to throw. Steps away to his left. He'll run it. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. Got an open man, it's Valdes-Scantling. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 5 at the Seahawks 9-yard line.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run it with Jones. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are on the board first here tonight. On that sideline, they're saying that was more like it. The first down run went backwards, that time into the end zone.
And I like their little bit of courage in play calling, too. Because after an unsuccessful run, especially one where you lose yardage, you oftentimes go right to throwing the football. They came right back with a running play, and it paid off handsomely.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Will Dissly, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Throwing again, Wilson. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 62 yards. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, you normally talk about the mobility and the accuracy first, but the arm strength, that's what can turn Russ into danger Russ. Jason Myers now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
7. Jason Myers to kick off fourth.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. To throw again, Rodgers. The left side completion to Jones. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he gets it to Funchess complete. 20. 10, 5, and he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Now Jones, and he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Packers 14, Seahawks 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
At their own 28-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Wilson after the play fake to Carson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. On 3rd down, Wilson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Back deep is Tavon Austin. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
35-yard line.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Caught left side by Funchess. Touchdown, Packers. Devin Funchess, 65 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. And what I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Crosby with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
10-10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go to work, y'all. Let's go to work.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Wilson. To the right side, and he's got more complete. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
What we got? What we got?
From the gun, Wilson. And that is incomplete here. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Now it's the backup Smith. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They go play action with Wilson. He'll buy some time right. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now on first down. And he hits his target, the tight end Lewis. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Rodgers again now. And he's got his man on the out route. It'll be a gain of 6, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 35 yards. And the Packers add on to their lead.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. That's complete to Dissly, the tight end. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 55 yards. The previous play, big on the ground. That one big through the air. Things have jumped up quickly.
Certainly appears that whatever their thought process is on the defensive side of the ball, they're one play behind. You know, loaded up for the pass, they hit them with the run. Load up for the run, they hit them with the pass. They've got to get in sync.
They'll try to run with Carson. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
For Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Takes it at the 7.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
And on the return, the Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10.
Working from the gun, Rodgers gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
1st down, Green Bay.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down. Operating from the gun, Rodgers. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now.
To throw again, Rodgers. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart at points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback in a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one. They finally got me.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. They've kept him in check until that run. That's the first time he's really gotten loose in this game.
And they have to keep that in mind. Don't dwell on the fact that he finally had a big run. You kind of are counting on that as the game went on. Get back to what you were doing before. Start limiting him again.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and now it's second down.
Jair Alexander.
They run it with Carson. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Off to Chris Carson. He's brought down at the 20-yard line. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Wilson to throw on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
24 is the mic. I got him. 24 is the mic. 35. 24 is the mic. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Let's know what you got. What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me something.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And that is going to be incomplete. Pete Carroll rolled the dice, but it didn't work out. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
And it's 3rd down.
Now Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Quandre Diggs on the
So both teams trade touchdowns, and the 3rd as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. And Lewis has it, the tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Here's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
Rodgers now on first down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Shaquill Griffin with a pick. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. That is the play they needed in a two-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Wilson. He's going to air one out. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jair Alexander.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out. By a few inches, that'll be a first down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And, boy, there's that elusiveness on display, spinning forward and able to get 6 yards out of that.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Here's Rodgers to throw. Looking deep for Adams. It's caught inside the 25. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams, 64 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And he's able to put it through.
Packers 35, Seahawks 14.
Oh my God, I can't believe what I watched.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence?
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Adrian Amos with a pick. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Yeah, to put it mildly, we look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really...
It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. And this one through the uprights and good.
Packers 42, Seahawks 14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is DJ Reed returning. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf, 76 yards. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return.
25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers rolling to his left. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first. Now a play fake. Rodgers.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is...
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Trey Flowers picks it. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the fourth quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Now Wilson on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf, 41 yards. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Seahawks.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.